In this video I'm going to quickly show you how you can add images onto a page in Muse. There are two ways that you can do this. First way is to use Command D or Control D, which is to place an image. So if I just do that, Command D, brings up the import dialog box, and then I can select an image, and then I have my mouse loaded with that image, and I can click and drag that image out and place it where I want to on the page. I can then move the image around, I can resize the image and position it where I want to. If I place my mouse on the corner, I can then rotate the image as well if I wanted to have a little bit of rotation to the image. And then if you decide that you don't like that image and you want to change it and replace it with another image, you can right mouse click on it and choose replace image. And then you can choose an alternative image. So I'm just going to select a different one. Now you'll notice this one doesn't quite fit the frame. So we've got a bit of a gap down the side here. You can always go to right mouse click and go to fitting, and then you can fit your content proportionally, or in our case I want to fill the frame proportionally, so it will fill the entire frame that we've got here. So that's one way of adding images to a page, is just using Command D or Control D to place images. Another way you can add images onto your page is to first draw out a rectangle. So I'm going to draw out a rectangle. Now with a rectangle you can fill it with colours, okay, but you can also fill it with an image. So if I click here to add image, I can now go in and add in my Simpsons image, and you'll see that it's much larger in here, and that's because it's showing it as the original size. Now I could also do a scale to fill, so it will fill the frame, or I could do a scale to fit, so it shows the image fitting within the frame. I'm going to go back here to say, for example, scale to fill, and then I could change the positioning of it by clicking on one of these 9 little grid points here. So if I want it to be positioned center in the middle, or whether I want it to be positioned at the top of the rectangle or at the bottom of the rectangle, I can just use these little centering areas, these positioning points that we have here. Now you might be thinking, well, what's the difference between the two? Well, the difference is that when you use a rectangle and you add an image into the rectangle, you then have access to these features such as scroll effects. So you can create effects where you can get the image to scroll as your user scrolls through the web pages, and that can only happen if the images are placed inside a rectangle. Now we'll look at these scroll features later on in a more advanced video when we're looking at effects that you can do within Adobe Muse. But for the meantime, that's the two ways that you can add images onto your pages.